wet in Wildwood here by the Lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Look at this Browns defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now Lamar changing the play. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson, options out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now an option play on second down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction, but for the guys covering it is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 25, here's second down at a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Good play there by Bateman. Nice catch and a first down. Trying to overcome what was largely a lost season in 2022 with only 6 games played and under 300 yards. Hoping this year can be a big one for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw again is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Cade York for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Safety valve. Games are back to the most previous cover. Just able to connect. So it's a good game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, and still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And now they're in the hurry up. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Watson going to change the look here. Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I do know from experience, when you slow down so much running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw is Jackson. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to Dobbins on first. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Off to the races, Nick Chubb. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. York now for the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Devin Duvernay. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Ridiculous. Take
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Down to about the 22 here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here comes 2nd down. Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or